Hi, what's up? How is it going? Today's video we are going to be designing a carrier bag in CorelDraw 2020. Let me show you a very creative trick that you can use to really come out with a very unique and simple carrier bag. So without further ado, let's step into it. So here are the picture that we are going to make use of. This is the fonts, this is the type that we are going to make use of. Okay, so what we're going to do is to go ahead and change the drawing page to A3. So let's make it landscape. So right now let's map out the structure of the card. So let's go over and just click on rectangle tool, then draw a perfect rectangle object on top of the drawing page. So what we're going to do right now is to map out the size of the side, then the main surface of the card. So let's just squeeze the object just like so. When you get your destination, you right click, that's the sidebar of the card, then of the carrier bag, then make it copy downward just like so. Right click when you get your destination, it copy paste, then you go ahead to really map out the flip side of the what it called bag. Right click to copy paste. So right now we are ready to cut some part of this bag in segments. So right now hold shift key on your keyboard just like so, then you select the main objects, then go ahead and trim that part off. So select it as this as well, then hold shift key on your keyboard, then select the main size of the card, then you hit trim, automatically trim that part off. Likewise the bottom, hold shift key, select the main surface of the carrier bag, then you trim. So that gives us this. So let's go ahead and just trim this part as well, then go ahead and trim this part. Good, so we are good to go. So right now what we're going to do is to make use of this object. So let's make a copy, then you go ahead, let's bitmap that, convert to bitmap, then you go ahead and hit OK. Good. So right now what we're going to do is to Powerclip this into place select, then you go ahead to objects, then locate Powerclip, place inside frame, select the frame, automatically snap into that. So let's go ahead and just hold Alt key, select the object, then release your Alt key, then you adjust the picture, the image just like so. You have to position that the way you think it will suit your design. So let's reduce it a bit. Good. So can you see that? So what we're going to do now is to go ahead and just create an object on top of this object. Let's make a copy downward just like so, then you go ahead, extract the content, right click on the object, then locate extract content, delete that content, then you go ahead, click on that object to unappear the star on the object, locate frame type, then you locate remove frame, automatically it removes that. So right now what you're going to do is to let's just drag this color on top of the object, then release your mouse, so many pops up, then you select copy all properties, automatically it takes you here. So what you're going to do now is to make a copy in Word, right click, then let's try and fit that, right click on white to set the outline to white, then just position that so well just like so. So after all of this, let's just zoom up, let's go ahead and just unappear the field, then you go ahead, hit on F12, taking the outline, let's make it 3 points, hit OK. Good. So right now what you're going to do is to make a copy of this line in Word. When you get to the destination, right click, it copy paste, then you make this a bit closer to the one at the back. So right now what you're going to do is to hit F3, let's change the size of the thickness of the line to it's okay. So let's go ahead to the former one. Let's just hit on F12, then let's make that 5 points. Good. So right now what we are going to do, let's go ahead and just change this inner one to this color. Right click, set the outline to that color. So let's zoom up just like so. Good. Can you see that? So what we are going to do now is to go ahead and just bring in the text. So let's hit Ctrl K on our keyboard, then you go ahead and just let's change the font to Hello Paris, or let's go ahead and use Shapra. Let's use Shekwa's font. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and just set that to white, then you go ahead and zoom up, hit Ctrl K on your keyboard to set to break the text into pieces. So what we're going to do right now is to go ahead and just arrange this in accordance. Change the date to white. So we have to be very creative. Let's go ahead and just search for a very creative font. Let's use this Angelia. Let's locate the font. Change the font right here. Okay. Set the outline to white to make it very clear. So let's just zoom this down, or better still, let's use Hello Paris. Good. So let's go ahead, move this closer, then you go ahead, let this be at the middle, change the font to Hello Paris. Good. So what we are going to do now is to just move this a bit closer. Center it within each other. Then let's go ahead and just put that at the center of the design. So let's go ahead and change this to Trajan. Change the fonts. Then let's change this as well. So right now let's change this to Trajan. It's okay. So right now let's make this bigger. Go ahead, make it the same font. So right now what we're gonna do is to go ahead and create, a love symbol. Right click, convert to curve, then you go ahead and use your shape tool, double click, then you go ahead, right click, then you convert to curve, put this angle up like this to make it curvy, pull this angle up a little bit, then you go ahead put this angle up. Good. So right now let's make a copy to that side. Right click, then you select the other one, wet it all up. Good. That takes you here. So let's just reduce it a little bit, then make a copy just like so, then try and intersect that just like so to make it look unique. So right now let's combine Ctrl L, so that changes to this, then you set the outline to none. So right now let's just make this to be at the center of the design. Just twist that a little bit, reduce. Good. So right now what we are going to do is to just make this let's make this a bit bigger, make it bigger. Good. So let's change the side to this color. Change this. So let's change the inner side to this color. Good. Change the bottom to this color as well, likewise the upper side. Good. So right now what you're gonna do is to just make this, let it be here, then let's go ahead and just type celebration of love, make that black. Sweet moments. Sweet moments. So what we are going to do now is to go ahead, let's change this to we have to be very creative about that. Let's look for a very creative font. Let's use Shaquilla. Good. In the outline, go ahead, let's just copy the property of that. Good. So what we're going to do now is to make a copy of this. Good. Hit Ctrl K, delete that, then let's convert this to curve, then make it bigger. Mind you, we have to be very creative, so let's go over to what's called transparency tool. Then you locate uniform transparency, then let's make it a bit lighter. So after all of this, let's go ahead and just convert to bitmap, hit OK. So let's Powerclip this into place just like so. Good. So let's adjust this. Good. Let's start a little bit. That's good. So right now what we are going to do is to just center all of this to the middle. Good. Likewise this, let's make it tinier, bolding that. Good. Can you see that? So right now let's change this to trigon, then let's go ahead and create the tracking with the shape tool. Good. So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what we have shared so far. See you in the next video. Bye for now.